long, but if your gear can last for 30 seconds, you probably don't have it sized right or it's the wrong size body armor. We had you move your arms, lifting them up in the air, lifting to the left, lifting to the right. You're seeing if it's pinching your head, if the straps are, if your vest is touching the lower part of your neck, that means it's moving from the lower part of your body. Hands on the hips. We went backwards, forwards, to the right and left. We're checking movement. Then we got down in a push-up position, and we just waited there for a couple of seconds to see if the gear pulls away from your body. And then we had you lift one hand up in the air, see if the gear shifts, and then lift the other hand up in the air, see if the gear shifts. If gear shifts, you have to check sizing first. If it's not sizing, then it's cut. Then it's the suit. Then go ahead and lay on your stomach. And then roll once on your back to the right. And then once on the back to your left. Good, now just come to a sit-up position. When people sit up, most of the time the gear shoots up into the chest, or guys end up having to adjust it. Go ahead and draw your weapon, pointing a clear weapon down range. Keep the weapon at a cover point and go ahead and get to a kneeling position. And then go ahead and holster. Then you have them get on both knees. Then have them get up on the other knee. And then take both hands and go as far over that top of the knee as you can, that kneeling position.
It wouldn't hurt.
And all the way over to the other side. Okay, good. Go ahead and stand up. Now we'll do the burpees. Down, up. Just do 5 of them. Down, kick your legs out. Then bring your feet back up. You're watching for the gear shifting, moving, bunching, getting into a little bubble when you bring your hands up. And also, guys, when you watch other people do exercises, like at tactical competitions, when I go down to the SWAT roundup, I stand in the back, and after a 30-second exercise, he spends 3 or 4 minutes having to readjust his gear because it just moved all over the place. And that's way too much movement than the gear should actually move. Now we'll do the sky jump. Get as low as you can, jump straight up, and you're watching gear movement. You're also watching balance points when they come back on their position. Did it take them off balance? And then we went over there and we did the jump up off the back of the thing for a minute so they can see what it's like to sit in close quarters, and then just have them jump off of it when they're ready.
Yeah, think of it as you're doing a deployment out, or you're hopping off the back of a porch to move position. Yeah, so the stuff will rattle around on your body when you launch off. When you sit down, does it push it up into your throat, or does it readjust?
Guys, when you're looking at, when you guys do this, also look at having long guns and maybe drawing as you come off, because you'll find out that when guys do this, the gear spreads out if it doesn't stay to your body, and we've had it hinder people drawing weapons. We also had the gear hinder hoods coming forward. There you go, and then switch, and you have your feet that way, and he'll pull you this way.
I have had to crike operators for a leg injury. As they're pulling someone, and the carriers pull all the way up into their throats, they start having airway compromise and airway issue.
If they don't have, the best thing to do is reach in here and grab that. But it's still gonna pull up.
I'm not choking.
You may need to hook your hands and hold it in the front of the carrier to keep it from choking you. Yeah, like that. It's like you're doing a little.
There's a bunch right here.
Oh, it's all right.
Also, instead of doing pull up.
I'm getting photo evidence of law enforcement officials doing pull-ups. There's now photo evidence.
But for flexibility, you want to have them pull up and go over the bar. That really shows that the gear works.
We got walls and stuff, but
And then the last one they did is they did it with the long guns. Cheek to stock, shoulder wells, just checking long guns, see where it positions in the pocket and where you feel more comfortable with it. Most of the guys that have these type of vests have to put it outside, so when they move, the vest moves the reference point on the weapon. And when we're running and shooting, that little ½ inch means a whole 1 foot miss, 10, 15 feet down range. That's why it'd be important to come out here with your weapons and do an advancing and retreating drills while you're shooting, and you'll see how the gear kind of makes you force that weapon to keep it on target. And that's how you test the gear.
All the way. Is it out?
Yeah.
Did it lock? Did it lock out?
Yeah, it's locked.
The best way to tell movement is you can get the laser turned on and have them walk in a straight line. The laser can never turn off.
So you have to put the buttstock actually on the front of the material of the carrier.
Right.
So if that carrier moved or shifted on you, it would change your landmarks.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and this does a lot. It comes up.
Do you have good access to your shoulder pocket?
Yep.